This is not another stream. This is the moment we show up. Real talk, real truth, real people, ready to ride. No filter, no fluff, just raw conversation that hits where it matters. Welcome to the revolution of You Become You Live. Let's go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it! Hey everyone, this is William Rochelle, but you can call me Bill. And I am here because I am testing out my StreamYard. Hey, what better way to do it than to go live? I want to thank everyone for everything they've been doing and saying and being a part of the UBU Live universe. I'm excited to say that we are doing our season finale of Cousin Talk on Saturday, June 28th. The time is going to change. I'm going to tell you that right now because I will be doing it from a remote location. So there's a lot going on right now in my life. So I am going to our roots, which is Springfield, Illinois. Yay! So what a better way to celebrate my family heritage than to do our final episode, our season finale, because it's not our final episode, in the place that we actually all came from, which was Springfield, Illinois. I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to see some cousins. I'm going down for a memorial, and most of you know that late April, my aunt passed away, and my mom needed some time before she actually did the memorial. So that's what I'm going down there for. But during that time, we will still have that final cousin talk. And I will be surrounded by more of my cousins, but in IRL, in real life. I'm testing out some things because a couple of my uploads to LinkedIn have failed. So I wanted to make sure that LinkedIn was working correctly and that YouTube was working correctly. But dun, 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 I also have some really great news. We are now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Substack. Just for more reach. It's a labor of love. I'm enjoying what I'm doing so much. I have on sunglasses. They are prescription. So what ends up happening is I sit here and I'm editing videos and I take my glasses off and I put them someplace and then I'm like, why is this not working? So I say, okay, let me go live real quick, but then I can't see. So I have to put on glasses in order to see. And these were the closest ones to me. So I keep saying this all the time. This podcast was based on what I saw Don Lemon do with his. He just went live and he went for it and he never looked back. And I'm now watching Joy Reid. And Joy Reid went from MSNBC to her own podcast on YouTube. And she's doing the same thing. Are we live yet? Oh, we're live. So what it tells me is that the most successful people go for it. They don't wait for permission. They don't wait for the right time. They don't wait. They just say, F it. And they get on the platform. They use the platform and they move forward because the time is never right. The lighting's never right, you know? So if you have something in your heart that you want to do it. And if you have someone else out there that wants to do something, encourage them. Never little anything. Oh, that little podcast. Oh, that little news article. Oh, that little. No, they're important to me. They're not little. They're important to your friends. They're not little. So, what you do is you support them and you don't ask for free stuff. You don't ask for free stuff. If your friend is starting a new business, you should be the first person to buy every single article of clothing or every single merch or every single that's how you support people because starting a new business is hard. Um, my brother owns Local Menace, and that's his merch line, and um, hats, t-shirts, all sorts of really creative apparel. And I don't ask him for free things. I buy them because I know that there's overhead in that. He there was a cost to him for that. So I want people to get out of the heads of, ooh, I have a hookup because my friend does this. No, your friend is making money out of that, and don't take advantage of him or her. You know, I asked my brother, and he didn't say no, but he's an artist. And I said, you should really do some cover. And he said, stop. And I'm like, what? And he's like, that's my job. That's what I do for a living. You don't know how many people ask me. He said, please don't be that one. And I was like, oh, you know what? You're right. And um, that's just, how I believe, especially being an entrepreneur and small business owner, um, that we should move through that existence with each other. Support means support. It means spreading the love. It means sharing. It means subscribing to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yes, please. It's usually on everything, but it's at William Rochelle on YouTube. And subscribe and get notified. So every time I go live, you get the out push, and it makes a difference. It makes a difference in the algorithm. It makes a difference in how things are viewed. Um, I've spent the week, and I apologize to everyone out there that had to go through it, revising and cutting and editing old videos, old live streams, so that I could do YouTube shorts and uh, shorts for Spotify and for uh, the Apple podcast. But in general, and so that's why you saw a lot of repetitive, like little shorts coming up, because I wanted to see how it looked on every platform. That will be reduced because I'm pretty much at the end of that journey. And now that everything has been migrated over, and I'm seeing really good, good numbers, and for it to be just a few days, or a few days up. Now that everything's migrated over, now I'll be working on future stuff. As I said, the final Cousin Talk will be June 28th, which is Saturday. Look out for the time because I'm about to put it up. I'm calling everybody to make sure that it works with them because the memorial is at 2:00 and we were supposed to go on at 3. So I know that's impossible. So I'm probably going to try to come on at 4 p.m. Central, which is 5 p.m. Eastern, which I think we can do. But nevertheless, with the Cousin Talk taking the summer off, we will have basically features. So I don't have anything scheduled formally, except for one date in July 8th. We have Lanier Johnston. But I feel like everyone's going to be taking vacations during the summer months, weekend with the kids, going to the beach. And I want to make sure that, we come back stronger, because I didn't expect this to go as great as it is, or that I can continue like to actually show up every day or every week to come and talk to you and to share my experience and to share my family and to share wisdom from people like Wayne Dawson and S. Scott Mason and Lanier Johnston, all of these Felipe Cofino. So I didn't want to not say his last name. Kenneth Dunner, Peter Muffler, Jeremy Burdick, all of you guys have been fantastic. And, I've said this before and I'll say it again. No one does it alone. No one does it alone. I don't think my LinkedIn presence would be strong at all without Kenneth Dunner. So I will say that, and I will scream that to the rooftops. I think Kenneth has done an amazing job at getting the support out for the show. Michael LeBlanc, thank you. There's just a lot of just love out there. And, if you think of LinkedIn as what it is, which is a network, that network has really shown up for me. This week, I have not shown up for them because, to be honest, the memorial was thrown at me at the last minute. And I had to get my dogs taken care of and make sure the dog walker came and introduced herself to Bruno, because when she was taking care of Bruno, he was like that big. And now he's like that big. So I didn't want her to come into the house and get eaten or get shocked, by how large he is. So we just had a meet and greet last week, and then, what am I gonna wear? And I'm not wearing it's a memorial, but I'm not gonna wear black. I'm gonna go in some spring colors, just because it's 100 degrees in Illinois right now, and it just doesn't make sense. I know what tradition is, but F tradition, I'm Bill. So we're gonna go with a springtime look. What do you guys think? Springtime? Springtime? Springtime. Okay. By the way, I just go live. And again, I was taught this by watching Joy Reid and Don Lemon. Actually, Don Lemon, but now Joy Reid is starting to come in, and she's not messing up at all. She's just, gaining her rhythm, have the cameras come on and things like that. So I was literally kind of shaving my mustache, and my electric razor ran out of juice. So you might see that it's halfway shaved, and then it's different on this side. So it's recharging, and I'm like, okay, perfect time for me to go on and just talk to my people and say, hey, and tell everybody that there is no time like the present. Things come as they're intended to come. Remember that you are everything. You control your destiny. You manifest what you want. Believe in yourself. Keep going. And what I'm going to do, because everyone knows I'm looking for a job. But while I'm looking for that job, I'm doing this. And who knows? It could be that the universe is saying, you know what, Bill, keep on this track, because this is what we see for you. You're thinking like this, and, the universe, God, is thinking like that. So I'm going to keep doing this, and I'm going to keep showing up, and I'm going to keep being me, and you keep being you. And together we will achieve greatness. So, with that, I am going to swing out. Ooh, that should be my like tag. All right. And I will talk to you guys soon. Remember, this is really just a test to make sure that everything is working correctly. Bye.